much for helping me out today. I really appreciate it. Angela Warren is here with us, and she's going to be on the receiving end of this lesson demonstration. She is a part of the OGOA team, and she does a lot of behind the scenes work, which we're very grateful for. She does a lot of the PowerPoint presentations and workbooks and just anything and everything we need her to do, she does for us. And she's also one of our practicum supervisors. So we really appreciate Angela. So she's going to help us out here, and she's going to serve as the student for this lesson. And hopefully this will help, guide some teachers who really don't understand Zoom and how it all works, and how they can integrate Zoom with some different platforms like PowerPoint and WHISMO. And so we'll kind of show them how to do that. And we'll also show them how they can deliver an online lesson kind of using an old school approach too, which is quite honestly my favorite. We went on zoom.us, and you went in and created your account today, right, Angela?
Yes.
And how did that work?
Yes, that was very easy to do. It was just activating my email address. Very simple. Just go to sign up, and it's free.
Perfect. All right. And then when I sent you the invitation, correct? I hosted a meeting, sent you an invitation, and you just clicked on that link, and here you are.
I clicked on the link. Yes, exactly.
Very good. So it was pretty user-friendly then, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Well, the nice thing about Zoom is you can share your screen with your student, which is nice. And so you can facilitate and teach a lesson that way. And you can also make it as interactive and as engaging as you would like as well. So Zoom is pretty amazing that way. And the fact that it's free, we all like free, right?
Yeah. Very much. Very much so.
Free is good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and we're going to go through our PowerPoint presentation. We're going to be delivering the EE lesson. I believe it's lesson 5 in our scope and sequence. So we're going to be doing that today. And let's see, I'm going to just click on screen share and click up on the PowerPoint presentation, and we're going to share that with you. The PowerPoint presentations are in our level 1 course down in, I believe, Appendix 5. And I believe it's labeled, Angela, tell me if I'm wrong, I believe it's labeled lesson presentations, right?
Yes, it is. Correct.
I've gotten a lot of messages, emails on where are these PowerPoint presentations? I can't find them. So they're very, very helpful if you're delivering a group lesson. So you can pull them up on a screen in a classroom. They're great for group sessions. But now that we are home and delivering our lessons using an online platform, our PowerPoint presentations are even more helpful right now, more than ever. So I encourage teachers to take advantage of that resource. Okay, so we're going to go through, and Angela, I believe you've got your student recording sheet, right?
Yes, ma'am, right here.
Good job. And she couldn't round up a wipe-off board at home, so show them how creative you, look at that. So she put a piece of paper on a clipboard.
Yeah, and this is just one of those clear see-through binder separators.
You know what? If you don't have what you need at home, it's okay. It's okay. You can just improvise. And really your students are going to just be thankful to have you there, to be able to see your face and interact with you. And there's no need to strive for perfection. So let's go ahead and go through that EE lesson together.
Okay.
We're going to start with our old review. Our old review is AY. What does AY say?
A.
And where do we find AY in a one-syllable word?
At the end.
At the end. And is it voiced or unvoiced?
It is voiced.
And what is your key word for AY?
Day.
let's kind of backpedal a little bit. With voiced and unvoiced, what do we know about all vowel sounds?
All vowel sounds are voiced.
Yes, all vowel sounds are voiced. So if you notice a vowel team or a vowel by itself, unless it's that silent E on the end, it's going to be voiced. Very, very good. Did you fill out your student recording sheet at the top in the old review section?
Yes.
Wonderful. And Angela is showing you that old school way of doing things, which I love. Just that paper pencil, showing the teacher on the screen. You know, there's a lot of wonderful technology out there that you can use, and you can use them alongside or in conjunction with Zoom. That is kind of fun and interactive for the students. The one thing that I would caution you against doing is taking away that paper pencil element of the lesson altogether. When we're incorporating multisensory and they're writing it and they're using fine motor skills and they're practicing letter formation, that's embedding that multisensory element in your Orton Gillingham lesson, and that's so important. So we don't want to, you know, we want to use all this fun technology, but we don't want to take away from the integrity and the fidelity of the Orton Gillingham approach, because then all of a sudden we're watering it down and we're not delivering the approach as it was intended. Okay.
No.
All right. Good job. And do you remember, so we talked about the keyword and the word placement, and we talked about, did we talk about what pattern it was?
Not yet.
Not yet. So what pattern do you think AY is?
It's a vowel team.
It's a vowel team. Good job. And do you have your clover right there in front of you?
Yes.
Good. And do you see there where the V in clover, that stands for vowel team, right?
Yes.
Can you give me an example of a word, an AY word, other than your keyword? Can you think of another one?
Play.
Play. Good job. Good job. You can even write that on your clover if you'd like. Okay, now we're going to spell a few AY words. So I want to make sure and see your fingers as you finger tap. And again, a lot of times we have our students finger tap on a tabletop. But if we're teaching online, you want to make sure that you can see your students' fingers as they're finger spelling, okay? And if you're right-handed, you're going to want to use your left hand. Start with your pinky and move from left to right. If you're left hand, you're going to want to use your right hand to finger spell and start with your thumb, okay? Because you're moving left to right that way. Okay, your first word is may. Repeat.
May. A.
Okay, and
May.
write that, good, and write that on your paper.
A. May.
Very good. Next word, way.
Way. A. Way.
Nice job. And you're writing that on your student recording sheet, right?
A. Way.
Good job. Next word, day.
Day. A.
Perfect.
A. Day.
Wonderful work, Angela. Next one is clay.
Clay. A. Clay.
Nice. You can certainly put those blends on one finger. Great job.
A. Clay.
Why don't you go back and read what you spelled there?
From the beginning or from
the very
the
beginning?
Okay. May, way, day, clay.
Good job. It's always important to go back and read what you spell. That's a good way to assess your work. Do you mind showing me your work? Great job. Nice work there.
Thank you.
All right. So now we're going to move on to the new review. What does this say? Very, very good. What is our key word for CK?
Duck.
Duck. Be sure and put that on your student recording sheet.
Okay.
Where do we find CK in a word?
We find it at the end
At
of
the
a one-syllable word.
Nice, at the end of a one-syllable word. Very, very good. Do you remember the rule?
It's the soldier rule.
Okay, tell me about the soldier rule.
The C is the silent soldier that protects the short vowel in front of it from the K.
Very, very good. That's the soldier rule. Good job. Is the K voiced or unvoiced?
Unvoiced.
Unvoiced. Good. Be sure to circle unvoiced on your student recording sheet. All right, you'll see a few words on your screen that you can read. Go ahead and do that. And if you need to use your good blending skills to tap under each phoneme and then blend across, you can certainly do that.
Okay. Peck, sock, luck, back, tick, neck, sack, tuck.
Nice job. Very good. All right, we're going to spell a few words. You have your student recording sheet ready. Fingers are up. Very good. Okay, first word, lock.
Lock. L-A-K.
Nice.
Lock. L-A-K. Lock.
Perfect. Next one, puck.
Puck. P-a-k. Puck.
Perfect.
A-k. Puck.
Okay, next one, sick.
Sick. I-k. Sick.
Perfect.
I-k. Sick.
Next one, rock.
Rock. R-A-K. Rock.
Perfect.
R-A-K. Rock.
Next one.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no, that's perfect. We've got 4 spaces there.
I do.
That's great. Show me what you've got. Oh, good job, Angela. Great work there. And
Thank
will
you.
you go back and read what you spelled?
Yes. Lock, puck, sick, rock.
Wonderful work. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to do the visual drill. And you know the ropes.
D. Y. S. Or Z.
Very, very good.
Sh.
Good. Where do we find sh in a word?
At the beginning or the end of a one-syllable word.
Nice job. Do you remember your key word for this phoneme?
Ship.
Ship. Very, very good.
G. E or E.
Nice.
N. I or I.
Great.
Gr.
Can you think of a word with this in it?
Grab.
Grab. Nice.
O. A or A.
Good job.
B.
Ah, what is this rule?
Soldier rule.
Good job. We just talked about the soldier rule, didn't we? What's your key word for the soldier rule here?
Duck.
Duck. Nice. Nice remembering.
Z. A or O. Qu. A.
Good job. Where do we find A in a word?
At the end of a one-syllable word.
Perfect job. And what's your key word for that one?
Day.
Day. Good job. Nice work.
R. A or U. J. W. X.
Nice job, Angela. That was perfect. Okay, now we're going to do the auditory drill. And I'm going to show you how you can facilitate the auditory drill using that old-fashioned paper pencil way of doing it. So I'm going to give Angela a few words, or I'm sorry, a few phonemes. So we're not going to go through the whole deck to this point. We're just going to do a handful. And then I will also go over to WHISMO and show you how you can use the WHISMO tiles to do the auditory drill as well. Okay? So let's go ahead and do a few on our paper. Okay? First, yes. First is repeat after me.
Yes.
D.
D.
Good job.
D.
And you always want to make sure and look at my mouth as we go through this auditory drill. Okay, first, or the next one, Y.
Y.
Perfect.
Y.
Next one, Sh.
Sh.
Good job.
S. H.
Nice. Do you remember what pattern that follows?
He's an H brother.
He's an H brother. Good job. All right, let's do one more. N.
N. N.
Very, very good. Okay, I'm going to show you on WHISMO, and I believe it's the website is edu.whizmo.com. So that's WHIZZIMO. So edu.whizmo.com. And you can go in and create your own tiles to accommodate whatever scope and sequence you're using. So if you're using the OGOA lessons and the scope and sequence in our level 1 materials, you can go in and even create your tiles to use in conjunction with the columns. So if you're teaching column 3, you can go in and create your tiles for column 3. And then when you go to column 4, you can get rid of all the other tiles if you need to and do column 4 tiles or whatever, however you want to do that. You definitely want to circle back and do a quick review of some of the concepts from column 3, but eventually you'll be able to wean some of those phonemes from the auditory drill and visual drill. Otherwise, this poor student's deck will just get, you know, bigger and bigger and bigger. Definitely want to keep the vowels in always, whether you're in column 3 or 5, you're going to keep those vowels. Definitely want to keep the letter T in, because oftentimes T comes at the end of some of our vowel teams, you know, IGH, OUGH. So you want to definitely keep the T in. But some of your single consonants, you can kind of wean your students from if you feel as though they've mastered those, okay? So let's show them how to facilitate an auditory drill during a lesson using WHISMO, Angela. The first phoneme is M.
Can I see your mouth again? Can you repeat?
See, that's why it's so important to look at the mouth of the teacher. Good job.
Is
M.
M. I can't. Hold on. Oh, there it is. M.
Now, do you have control?
Let's
try this again. Here, I'm going to give you control. Okay. See if you can click on the M and move it up. Good job. All right. Next one. You know 3 ways to spell
C, K,
and you can even put them side by side if you want to,
yeah, that would be helpful.
You know, kind of cluster them together if you want to do that.
Yes.
There you go. All right. Now, which K did we learn first in our scope and sequence?
C.
Okay. And which one was second?
K.
And then third?
CK.
Okay. So why don't you just switch around the CK and the K? Perfect.
Whoops.
Okay, so I think you get the idea of how you can use WHISMO to make that auditory drill work and make it a little interactive for the students. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to stop screen sharing for now here, and we're going to go back to the PowerPoint presentation. And we've done the auditory drill, and you did such a great job with that. Now we're going to go into the blending drill, okay? Go ahead and tap with your fingertip under each phoneme. Say the sound of each phoneme, and then blend across the arrow to decode the word.
Okay. O, a, p, lap.
Perfect. Very nice.
R, a, k, rack.
And what rule does this follow?
The soldier rule.
Soldier rule. Good job.
N, e, k, neck. Z, e, z.
Good job. And what rule does this follow, or pattern?
This is an open syllable.
Open syllable. Good job.
Z, e, d, z.
And what syllable pattern is this?
Closed.
Closed. And how do you know it's closed?
Because there's one or more consonant closing it in on the end.
Good. Closing what in?
The vowel.
What kind of vowel?
The short vowel sound.
Nice job. Very good, Angela.
Y, a, k, yuck.
Good job. When Angela and I kind of went through a little practice run this morning, one of the things that she mentioned was, you know, we want to make sure and remind the teachers, which, you know, I don't know how many of us really need to be reminded to edify our students, but we're all learning this online, you know, teaching concept. This is all new to us. So, you know, we're kind of going through the motions, trying to figure it out ourselves. It would be easy to forget to really edify our students. And good job, you're doing a good job. They need to hear that, even if we're teaching online, you know. So it's real important to remember to give them the thumbs up, you know, often.
Y, a, sh, yash.
Good job.
Ash, sash.
Good. Okay, so I think this gives them the idea of how they can go use the PowerPoint presentations to go through the blending drill. Let's go ahead. Let's do one more here. What's this say?
W, a, way.
Good. And what syllable pattern does that follow?
Vowel team.
Vowel team. Very, very good. And where do we find AY in a word?
At the end of a one syllable word.
Good job. Good job. Very nice. All right. And then we'll go through here, and now we're on introducing something new. And, you know, in our level 1 course, we have, I believe up in the frequently used documents in module 1, you will find teacher aids, which are real helpful when you're starting out. You want to make sure that you're going through all of the steps necessary to teaching something new. So, okay. All right, we're going to teach EE, and EE says E. Angela, can you say that?
EE says E.
Good job. Very good. E. So go ahead on a tabletop, tactile surface. Make sure that you're using, if you want to use your one finger, you can. I would encourage you to use 2 fingers. You want to bring in those nerve endings whenever possible. Go ahead and trace your EE on your tabletop or a tactile surface, saying the sound.
E. E. E.
Good. What tactile surface did you use?
I'm using this soft,
Perfect.
slippery surface.
Yeah, so you could also use a little waffle canvas. You could use a carpet sample. You could use a tray of rice or salt, or what do you use with your students, Angela?
I make colored rice, and that seems to be the favorite among everyone.
Okay.
All my
And you
students, yeah.
just put it on a tray?
Yeah, I just do a whole bunch of different colors, and I make rainbow rice and put it in a tray, and they just love it. I've also used dried beans,
Oh,
but they like the rice better.
the rice. Great. I've seen teachers put contact paper, like colorful contact paper on the bottom of a tray with
Oh,
white sand. So when they
ooh,
write, that color shows through. That's kind of creative too, isn't
that's
it?
a great idea.
It's
Yeah,
a great
I
idea.
like that.
Wonderful idea. Okay, so when we say E, you know, our the corners of our mouth kind of go up, E, and the sides of our tongue are touching our top teeth, aren't they?
Yes.
The
E,
sides. E. Good.
E.
And our mouth is kind of open.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that you notice with your mouth there?
E.
E.
No, I feel the out open mouth, and I feel it on my teeth.
Yeah, and so if you've got some students with speech and language issues, maybe make sure that they have access to a mirror, that they can look at their own mouth, make sure they're really looking at your mouth. You might need to enunciate a little, you know, more clearly if you need to.
Okay.
Good. And is E voiced or unvoiced?
Well, since all vowels are voiced, it's voiced.
Very good. And you're writing all this on your student recording sheet, right? Under
Yes, ma'am.
introducing new. Good job. Very nice. Good job, Angela. That's great. You know what? I guess I really am kind of an old school person because I just really appreciate that written work. I do.
Yeah.
And then at the close of a lesson, we were talking earlier that you could certainly have your student or the parent take a picture, a snapshot with their iPhone of their work and send it to you via email, or if they can upload it in Google Classroom. Then you have access to their written work and you can be diagnostic and prescriptive, because remember, those are essential elements of the Orton Gillingham approach as well. So it's really important that you've got that written work to look at. Our key word for EE is going to be need. So you can write that, need. Write that. You want to go ahead and fingerspell need. I know it's written there for you, but go ahead and fingerspell need.
N-E-D, need.
Perfect. And make sure you put that in your student recording sheet where it says keyword, need. What kinds of things do we need?
Clothing, food, and a house.
Very good. Very good. Need. Where does it come in a word, do you suppose, EE?
Well, I see it in the middle of our keyword, so middle.
Middle, most often. Will you see it at the beginning and then at the end of a one-syllable word sometimes?
Maybe sometimes.
Can you give me some examples, do you think?
Eel.
Eel, very good.
Tree.
Tree at the end of a word, very good. Nice job. But most often, we're going to find EE in the middle of a word.
Okay.
And it also follows a syllable pattern that we've already talked about. What syllable pattern do you suppose that EE follows?
It's a vowel team.
It's a vowel team. How do you know?
Well, there are two vowels working together to make one sound.
Right. And do you remember we talked about what a vowel team is when we introduced AY? Do you remember what we said a vowel team is? Go ahead.
Oh, is it two or more syllables? I mean, two or more letters working together to make one sound?
That is perfect. We have on your student recording sheet, you have a square, a box. Do you see that?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, in that box, I want you to write EE 3 times while saying the sound aloud.
Okay. E, E, E.
Good job. Very nice. All right, we're going to read a few words, okay, with EE. So go ahead and the first four, I want you to use your good blending skills. And then the last four, you can just decode, scoop and blend.
Okay. N, E, D, need.
Perfect.
B, E, beef. W, E, weep. W, E, N, queen.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead and scoop and blend the others.
Sheet, sheep, green, 16.
Perfect job, Angela. Okay, now we're going to spell a few EE words. All right, your first one, repeat after me. Beep.
Beep. B, E, P, beep.
Perfect.
B, E, P, beep.
Perfect. Next one, need.
Need. N, E, D, need.
Nice job.
N, E, D, need.
Good job. Next one, queen.
Queen. Qu, E, N, queen.
Perfect.
Qu, E, N, queen.
Next one, green.
Green. Gr, gr, E, N, green.
Perfect.
Gr, E, N, green.
Next one, beef.
Beef. B, E, beef.
Perfect.
B, E, beef.
And your last one is sheep.
Sheep. Sh, E, P, sheep.
Perfect.
Sh, E, P, sheep.
Nice job. Go back and read what you spelled.
Beep, need, queen, green, beef, sheep.
Good job. Circle the one that has a sh in it. Good job. Oh, nice work, Angela. Very, very good job. Okay, perfect. All right, what sound did we learn today now?
E,
E. And how did we spell this vowel team?
E, E.
Good job. Was it voiced or unvoiced?
It is voiced.
It is voiced. Where do we find EE in a one-syllable word most often?
In the middle.
In the middle. Good job. What is our key word?
Need.
Need. Good job. And what pattern does it follow?
It's a vowel team.
The vowel team. And what letter on clover does represents a vowel team?
The V.
The V. Good job. Okay, go ahead and trace on a tabletop, a tactile surface, 3 more times. You can choose. You can use sand, a waffle canvas. You can use your cute little clipboard if you want.
Okay, I think I'll do the tabletop.
Perfect.
E, E, E.
Nice job. Okay, now you know another way to spell E. Do you remember that way?
The E in an open syllable.
Very good. The E by itself, like as in he or me, right?
Yes.
So when I come to the auditory drill in the next lesson, if I tell you, you know 2 ways to spell E, what are you going to put on your paper?
E and E-E.
E and E-E. Good job. Nice job. I'm going to add E-E to your deck. And so when you see that in the drill work at our next lesson, you will know now that E-E says
E.
Good job, Angela. Okay, now on your student recording sheet, you'll see a space for sentences, right?
Yes.
Okay, so as teachers, we know that if our students are not ready for sentences, you can give words to spell, you can give phrases to spell. If your students are ready for a couple of sentences, you can certainly give them sentences to spell too, okay? So your first sentence is, the sheep is in the Jeep. Repeat.
The sheep is in the Jeep.
Okay, put it.
The sheep is in the Jeep.
Perfect.
The sheep is in the Jeep.
Good job. Now go back and read what you spelled.
The sheep is in the Jeep.
Good. Did you use capital letters, capital letter at the beginning? Did you use punctuation at the end?
Yes.
Very good. Would you like to show me your work?
Yes.
Nice job. Great work, Angela.
Thank you.
Okay, your second sentence is, the duck is in the creek.
The duck is in the creek.
Perfect.
The duck is in the creek.
Nice job.
The duck is in the creek.
Perfect. Go back and read what you spelled.
The duck is in the creek.
Okay, and where did you put a capital letter?
At the beginning on the T for the.
Job. And did you put an end mark?
I did. I put a period.
Perfect job. Go back and circle all of your E words, your EE words, what we just learned today. Go ahead and circle those.
E, E, E.
Okay, and what words did you circle?
Sheep, Jeep, creek.
Nice job. Nice job, Angela. Okay, now we're moving on to story time.
Thank you. The queen has sheep. The queen has sheep. The men feed the sheep hay. The sheep sleep in the shed. The sheep play in the creek. The sheep rest next to the big tree. The queen has sheep indeed.
Nice reading. Then you can just kind of make an activity if you'd like to with your students. You can have them, because in their student workbook, they should have the story right there in front of them, access to that. Good job, Angela. And so you might want to say, go through, Angela, and circle 3 EE words for me.
Okay. E, E, E.
Good job. And what words did you circle?
Queen, sheep, feed.
Nice job. Now we have an old review phoneme, AY. Do you see any AY words in the story? If you do, circle those as well.
A.
Good job. What words did you circle?
Hay and play.
Nice job. I would like you to underline creek. Will you underline creek for me?
Okay.
Good. I want to know why creek has a K at the end for the K sound and not CK.
Well, because CK only follows a short vowel sound and EE is a long vowel sound.
Nice job. Do you see how you can review with your student in this passage? Perfect way to do that. Okay, I've got some comprehension questions for you. Go ahead and read the words in the word bank.
Okay. Weep, feed, theme, sheep, queen, creek.
Great job. Okay, let's go ahead and answer our questions here, or fill in the blanks here. The blank has sheep.
The queen has sheep.
Queen, the queen. The men blank the sheep hay.
The men feed the sheep hay.
Good job. And the sheep play in the
Creek.
Nice work. Okay, so what does the queen have, Angela?
The queen has sheep.
Good. And what do the sheep do in the story?
They play in the hay. They go down by the creek. They get fed.
They have a good life, don't they?
They do.
How do you know these sheep are well cared for?
Well, it says that they sleep in the shed, so they have a place to go if it's too hot or if it's raining or just to get out from being outside. They get fed every day, it seems like.
Okay.
And they're allowed to play during the day, which is always fun.
Always fun. So, if you circle back to our new phoneme that we learned today, what was that new phoneme?
E says E.
And what was our key word?
Need.
Good. So the sheep have all of their needs met, don't they? They have shelter, they have food, they have a nice woolly coat to keep them warm, don't they? Perfect.
Yeah.
Do you have any pets?
Yes.
You do. Why
Yes.
do you have pets?
Because my children like pets.
Your children like
Yes, my children.
your children like the pets. What is a queen, Angela?
A queen is someone who like rules a country,
Okay.
possibly.
Okay.
And she has a king.
Yeah, what does she wear?
Beautiful gowns or dresses, usually a crown, some nice jewelry.
Perfect. And what does she do?
She rules the land. She probably listens to, people if they have problems and tries to help solve them.
Perfect. Nice job. Great job with that. Okay, now we've been working on some red words in the past lessons, haven't we? And you've got your red pen. Is that a red pen or a crayon?
It's a red pen.
A red pen. I'm so proud of you. Good job. You're prepared for your lesson.
Thank you.
Okay, yes, I'm so proud of you. Okay, your first red word is the or the.
The. T-H-E. The.
The queen wears a crown, right?
The queen, yes.
The next one is one, the number one. I have one sheep.
One. O-N-E. One.
Good job. Next one, only.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
Only. O-N-L-Y. Only.
Can you use only in a sentence?
I only have 3 red words left.
Okay, the next one is once. Once upon a time, there was a queen in a kingdom with a crown.
Once. O-N-C-E. Once.
Perfect, perfect. And your last red word is of.
Of. O-F.
Can you use of in a sentence?
I am thinking of having a glass of milk.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking I would like a piece of cheesecake.
Better.
I would like a piece of cheesecake.
Maybe you could have a glass of milk to go with it.
Have a glass of milk too, to go with it. Good idea. All right. So Angela, what did we learn today?
We learned that E-E says E.
Very, very good. And is it voiced or unvoiced?
Voiced.
Voiced, because
all vowels are voiced.
All vowels are voiced. And how else do you know if a phoneme is voiced or unvoiced?
You can put your hand to your throat here, and if you feel a vibration, like when I say E, I feel, or need, I feel it vibrating. But if I say, I don't feel any vibration.
Perfect job. Okay, where do we find EE in a word most often?
In the middle.
In the middle. Good. Of a one-syllable word. And the key word?
Need.
Good. And does it follow a pattern?
It is the V for vowel team on Clover.
Good job. Nice work. That was a great lesson today, Angela. Super
Thank
job.
you.
Yes, you did a super job. And this just in a nutshell is how you can use PowerPoint presentation to make best use of your online lessons, your online Orton Gillingham lessons. Do you mind showing me your work today, Angela?
At all. That's my first page.
Good job. Nice work. Wow. And I love your handwriting. It's very legible. It's beautiful. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Nice work. Perfect job.
Thank
And
you.
then, Angela, are you able to take a snapshot of your work as well and get that to me, please?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I can do that. No problem.
Perfect. Wonderful. And before we close out this session for today, do you have anything you would like to add to share with the teachers, parents, how they can make their OG lessons, Orton Gillingham lessons, go a little more smoothly in the situation that we're in?
Mhm. I think it's great if you can find materials around the house to use just so that they can be more interactive and they can be using different sensory objects when we're practicing and doing our things. Dry erase board would be great, chalkboard. I don't know. I love seeing this work. I really wasn't sure how it could work or even if it could work, but I see now through going through it that it's not ideal, but it works. Right.
You know, it's a wonderful alternative given the situation that we're in right now, right?
Yes, and it's comforting for me to see your face too. Like it just brings back those memories of being together, and it just gives you a good sense of, you know, just peace and calm and normalcy. Like, and you know.
Well, and that's a good point to bring up, because our children can sense when we don't feel a sense of calm, when we are uptight or stressed or nervous, or, you know, we're striving so hard to create, you know, the perfect lesson, that it takes away from that special time that we normally have with our students. So if we could somehow just take a deep breath and know that it's going to be okay. Yes, there's a learning curve, but our children, our students are learning right along with us, aren't they? And
yes, they are.
they're very forgiving. That's one thing I've noticed about children, is they're very forgiving.
Yes.
And so I would just encourage, you know, to just be at peace. I appreciate you bringing that up. Yeah. And this morning we kind of went through that matching game. I'm wondering if that might be helpful to just kind of go through to show how we can use PowerPoint to create games as well, interactive games. So why don't we go through and do that? I'll screen share with you again.
Okay. Yes, this is a really fun game.
It is. It is a fun game. So let's go ahead, and I've got to find it here. Of course. Of course I've got to find it. It can't be just easy. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is just a matching game, and it can be edited if it's in editable mode. So you can just move this down, change your words underneath, move it back up. As long as you don't change any of the animations, you can go in and edit it according to what you're teaching. So if you're teaching the floss rule, you can go in and do a matching game with all the floss words. This is, I believe, a syllable pattern game. So Angela, I'm just gonna, and it's real important, you have to be in presentation mode in order to make this work. So you wanna come down here and click presentation mode, and I'm going to give the remote control to you, okay? And you can go through and play this matching game.
Okay.
You read your word,
tree.
Good job. And what pattern do you find there? Because this is a syllable pattern matching game. So what pattern do you see?
That's a vowel team.
A vowel team. So you're looking for another vowel team. And what's that word?
High.
Okay, so those don't match. So you turn them over. Perfect.
Go. High.
And what patterns are those?
Those are both open syllable patterns.
Good job. Good job.
Bake. Tree.
Oh, you want to turn over bake. Go ahead and turn bake over. Okay, there you go. Try it again.
Okay. Bin.
Good. Very good.
Pail. Okay, so now I have to move my screen
Okay,
so I can see the word.
perfect. No.
Buckle. Oh,
Good.
buckle. Corn. I had to move my screen again. Tribe.
Do you remember where that other magic E word was?
Bake.
Good job. Very good.
Tree.
Ooh, I think I saw another vowel team somewhere.
Oh, yes. Pail.
There you go. Good job.
Ladle.
Okay.
I remember up here was
Good. You've got a good
buckle.
memory. A good memory.
All right. Bin.
Okay. Another
let's try
closed
this.
syllable.
Cat.
Good
Both
job.
Thank you. And birth. Corn.
And why do those two words match, Angela?
They're both R-controlled syllables.
They're both R-controlled syllable patterns. Good job. Okay, very nice. Now I'm going to stop screen sharing here and we're back together, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So there you go. There you have it.
That was great.
Was that helpful to go through?
It was very helpful.
Are you faced with having to do some online tutoring yourself?
Yes, yes, with some of my students.
Okay, so going through this together then, what did you learn specifically and what aspects of Zoom are you especially excited about?
Well, it's very easy to use. You know, I like that it's interactive and that I can see what you're seeing. I wasn't really sure how it would work, like I said, but it is, I can see it working very well.
Great, great. Well, thank you, Angela, for joining me today. I really appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
And hopefully this will be insightful for some of the teachers who are just not sure how to make some of these online platforms work for them. So, and hopefully minimize some of the stress going into it. So,
yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very helpful. Thank you
so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.